Hey guys, today we'll talk about a news, kind of tragic one. The stabbing case at SMK Bandar Utama 4 in PJ. A 14-year-old boy who cannot be named due to his juvenile status was formally charged today in a connection with the death with a 16-year-old girl schoolmate. We will now go to our court reporter for more details on these restricted proceedings.
Thank you. The 14-year-old male student was charged today, October 22, 2025, in the Petaling Magistrate Court. He is accused of murdering 16-year-old Xiang. The incident allegedly took place in the school's female toilet on October 14 between 9:20 a.m. and 9:35 a.m. The charge was brought under Section 302 of the Penal Code for murder. When the charge was read in Mandarin, the accused stood beside his parents and reportedly nodded in understanding. Though he remained silent, it is important to note that no plea was recorded today, as murder cases fall under the exclusive jurisdiction of the High Court. The Magistrates Court has set the case for mention on November 21.
These court proceedings are highly unusual due to act of the accused in line with the Child Act 2001. The media was barred from the courtroom and the proceedings were held strictly behind closed doors. Only the teenager's family was permitted inside. The primary focus right now is not the trial itself, but the accused matter finished. The magistrate granted an allegation made by the teenager lawyer Mr. Anwar Zaina. Under Section 342 of the Criminal Procedure Code, this means the suspect will undergo a physiatric evaluation at Hospital Bahagian Ulu Kinta in Berat. This procedure is considered to be in the best interest of the accused. The evaluation must assess whether he is on unsound mind and specifically address his fitness to plead. That is, whether he can understand the nature of the proceeding. Furthermore, the expert will investigate his state of mind before and during the offense. These steps also ensure reasonable arrangements are in place to protect the accused from self-harm will determine.
To reiterate the key facts from the investigation, authorities previously seized two knives and a karambit in relation to the incidents. The accused remains anonymous under the law. We will continue to follow this case as it proceeds to its next mentioned dates on November 21. Thank you.
Now I'll be talking about some philosophy underlying these legal procedures. The philosophy guiding this case, where a juvenile faces a charge as serious as murder, is a complex intersection of punitive criminal law and protective juvenile justice principles. First, protection and welfare of the Child Act of 2001. The primary philosophy applied to the procedure themselves stems from the Child Act 2001, which prioritized the welfare and protection of minors. Okay, first, anonymity and privacy. The requirement that the juvenile cannot be named and that the proceedings are held behind closed doors exemplifies the philosophy of protecting the child's identity and psychological future. Okay. The goal is to ensure that the court process itself does not inflict unnecessary harm or stigma on the child. Okay. Second of all, best interest standards. The move to conduct psychiatric evaluation was explicitly described as being in the best interest of being accused. This reflects the philosophy that the state acts in loco parentis, in other words, in place of the parent, ensuring the child's need, including safety from self-harm and mental health assessment, are met. even when facing prosecution.
Number 2. Fitness to stand trial due process. The use of Section 342 of the Criminal Procedure Code introduced a fundamental philosophy of justice known as due process. Capacity requirement. The law holds that a person cannot be justly tried if they lack the mental capacity to participate in their own defense. The evaluation assesses if the accused is of an unsound mind and determines their fitness to plead. Understanding the proceedings. The evaluation ensures the juvenile can understand the nature of the proceedings and effectively enter a plea. If found unfit, the trial cannot proceed until capacity is restored, upholding the philosophical principle that accountability requires comprehension. This evaluation is crucial because it also examines the juvenile's state of mind before and during the offense, which bears directly on the necessary legal elements of a murder charge.
Gravity of offense. Murder is a capital offense. Though juveniles are subject to specific sentence rules, the charge remains grave, requiring the highest level of judicial scrutiny. The philosophy dictates that such serious matter must be handled by the High Court. The Magistrates Court merely serves as the first point of charge administration.